The truth of who we are is that we are manifestors. We are creators. We are constantly creating. Greetings, beautiful ones. How you doing? Good. All right, welcome back. So I just want to share something with you guys about manifesting from a state of what people call delusion, but a state of already being the thing that you are trying to manifest. So whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, you have to do that from a state of already being there. So let me explain. For those of you that are new here, my name is Fran, and I am known as the Miracle Manifestor. I am here to bridge the spiritual and the physical to help you evolve and live your best and most grandest life, whatever that means to you. So I know that right now there are a lot of conversations about the different laws of the universe. So just so that you know, there are actually 12 laws of the universe, right? And we talk about the most common ones, which are the law of attraction and the law of assumption. But did you know that there is a law of circulation? There's also the law of giving and receiving. There are 12 laws in the universe. Okay, and all of these laws act together. But the one that I want to talk about right now is actually the law of assumption. So a lot of people teach the law of assumption like assuming that what it is that you are wanting to have manifest be is already taking place. But Neville Goddard taught it from a spiritual base of you already are. So you don't have to act, right? You don't have to act if you already are. And that is one of the things that I love about spiritual manifestation, because if you know who you are and you are already in a flow of being that person, being that woman, that man, that person, then things are manifesting for you anyway. And here's the good thing about manifestation. We're always manifesting. Whether we are constantly affirming, robotically affirming, saying things over and over again, doing mirror work, whatever it is, we are always manifesting. Sometimes the manifestations don't come to pass because we're not in a state of accepting that reality as our current reality. Do you understand what I mean by that? When you are affirming, and if you are constantly affirming a thing, and you notice that that thing is not happening, it's because you're not in the space for that thing to happen. You're not in that vibration. You're just saying words, right? So we vibrate a frequency into the universe. How we're feeling about ourselves, how we feel about what it is we're asking for, our self-worth and our self-value dictates what we deem worthy of receiving, right? So you can do all the manifesting in the world, you can do all the affirming in the world, mantraing, 5-hour saturations of your mind. If you don't feel worthy of that thing, it is not going to come. If you don't already see yourself in that position, it's not going to happen for you. So I'm going to explain to you or share a little story with you about when I manifested my first 6 figures, right? I had been writing this out, affirming, saying words about, yes, I'm rich, I'm manifesting this money, it's coming to me, etc., etc., etc. Actually, I was just saying that the money was coming, but I was not in position to receive the money, nor did I really feel like I was going to get this money, right? But I needed the money, and that's another thing. When you're in a place of need, it's not a good time to manifest. You don't want to manifest or ask for anything if you are in dire straits, right? You don't want to try to manifest and bring forth anything, because what you're going to bring forth is more need and desperation. You want to manifest when you are in a good level, even mindset, right? You want to be happy. You want to be vibrating just a little bit above normal. You can also manifest when you are in a normal state. You don't have to go and get all, whoo, let me get giddy, let me get, you don't have to do all that. Again, you are constantly manifesting. It's just what you're manifesting. So I I was saying the words and doing all this and nothing was happening, right? So I had to get real with myself. And I had to ask myself this question. Do you believe that you can manifest this $1 million? Do you believe you can have it? And at that point, I was like, well, where's it going to come from? And how's it going to happen? And I had all of these questions, right? And I realized that I was not trusting the flow of the universe. I was not trusting God to do his behind the scene things, right? I was too worried about trying to figure out how. So what I did was I jumped into my new identity. Do you understand what I'm saying? I became the person who has $1 million because God is my source and he's rich, so I'm rich, right? So I started to do the mind work around it, and I changed what I was saying about myself. I was saying things like, I'm that girl. Everybody wants to pay me. Why wouldn't they want to pay me? I have so much money flowing to me. Money flows from me from multiple directions. So many directions I can't even count. And I started to talk to myself in the state of being who I am naturally. That's the law of assumption. The law of assumption is when you are acting in your natural state of being. We already are the thing that we think we have to chase on the outside of us. We don't have to chase it. It's already within us. We are already it. You're already that girl. However, you have to step back into that personification, which means reawaken to the truth, right? That's the law of assumption. That's the law of assumption from the spiritual vantage point. Right? If you're trying to do it from a reality physical standpoint, you're going to look at yourself and say, well, my circumstances does not say I have $1 million, or my circumstances doesn't even say I have or have access to $1 million. You're not looking at those. You're looking at your natural state of being, which is abundance. Right? It's abundance. You are created to be abundant. We forget that because we allow life to dictate how we live. People, places, and things. Sometimes you have to get back to your natural existence. And the natural existence, the truth of the natural existence of who we are is that we are manifestors. We are creators. We are constantly creating. Whether you choose to say it over and over again and saturate your mind until you feel it, whether you choose to jump back into your identity of being a prosperous being because that's who you are, whatever works for you, you have to do that. But just know that you already are everything you need to be. You just have to show up for your life. You have to show up. And you have to do the work to make sure you stay in the vibration of receiving. And I guarantee you that it will come. All right, y'all. Let me know what you think about this video. I will talk to you real soon. Bye for now.